our success.
It's really easy to hide in weather like this. There's this ninjutsu technique called Cloak of Snow. You can pretty much make yourself invisible. All other people see when they look at you is the snowflakes dancing in the air. Wait, it's confidential. Wait, I got...
things up a little. Come a little closer. You're in for a little...
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Nice and into the fire! Boba, get them!
Ad Astra. Thank you for complete...
Surely I should be due a growth spurt by now.
see Barbara.
After all, make my escape. Can't touch me!
Touch the plant. This plant?
I'm out of here! Can't touch me!
Bro.
Gotta dash! Make my escape. Away I go!
What? What? Where are they at?
Huh? I'm out of here! Yeah. And away I go! And away I go! Huh.
Better see Barbara at the cathedral.
Archons, I can't go any lower.
Hold on.
Grew up together after all.
Better see Barbara at the cathedral if you're
I
injured.
swear on the Archons, I can't go any lower.
Oh, okay.
Together after all.
Only at Queensford.
Together after all.
Can't wait to see my adorable daughter.
Look at these guys. Chilling.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Bruh. What the fuck?
Nice and spicy.
fuck?
Get them!
You're in for a little shock. Don't be such a brute. Come a little closer.
Nice and spicy!
You're in for a little shock.
Let the show begin. Come on, we can do it! Right in, into the fire! Almost dodged that.
Come a little closer.
Nice and spicy!
What the hell?
show begins.
Surrendering. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Looks kind of cozy in here. Nap time! Make my escape. Race you! Nice and spicy!
A new job.
You're in for a little shock.
Boba, get them! Ouchie! Ready, steady, go!
You're in for a little shock.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Gotta dash! Make my escape.
Picked the wrong test subject.
And away I go!
Another test subject.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Picked
Nice
the
and
wrong
spicy!
test subject.
You're in for a little shock.
Shit.
I'm out of here! I'm out of here!
Oh, what the fuck?
You'll get frostbite.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
No excuse for slacking. My work is not going anywhere. It's time for a flash freeze. Oh no! Too warm.
What do you think, cutie?
I'm out of here! Gotta dash! Make my escape.
Okay.
And away I go! Out the frying pan, into the fire!
Come a little closer.
Make my... And away I go!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Away I go!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Let's bulk things up a little.
Nice and spicy!
What do you think, cutie?
Another test subject. Freeze!
Don't be such a brute. You're in for a little shock.
There's no end to this.
Get them!
I got careless.
Away I go!
Chances to practice.
But
The heavens are smiting me. Uh-huh. And what do you want?
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and
Huh. Don't get me. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going to pay off my debts. I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means? Wrong. That was my life's work. I devoted my... It's useless. Unless you have other business here, I'm done talking to you.
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of...
Legend of the Shattered Halberd. There's a...
what? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. But over time, it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels. And barely any copies of the first edition.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition...
You mean you still...
Yes. It is my...
Hey, Chang. You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. Will you... I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with...
But you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price.
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate? Perhaps you'd like to take...
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not. You can't
Just who do you think you are?
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am...
Guhua clan? Did you hear this clown? He thinks he's a Guhua master. Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now. Who were you...
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone...
Get a load of this guy. And you, Chang? You're...
Oh.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing that book?
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't expect anybody to care about me anymore.
3 long years I have waited for this day.
All right, give it a rest.
Hey, where are you going? So, you like reading, huh?
Oh, amazing!
Hello? Shing.
No wonder this book is so highly...
How can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap? It's daylight robbery!
Don't forget me. I'm...
Oh, so now you can hear...
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to... And I meant every word I said to Chang the Ninth. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy... Of course I do. An initial plan, anyway. Give me a second to reflect.
You're still here? What is this, a game to you? You think no one's... I gotta hand it to the Goofball clan. What you lack in numbers and talent, you make up for in guts. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball clan?
There's a saying that goes, the insect that
Quit quoting proverbs at me.
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader.
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chang and all, but you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui to back me up. A whole army of you.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me...
Oh, great speech.
Are you here to play with me?
Rain outlines your face.
Let me
Come a
amuse
little
myself
closer.
a little.
Blink!
Come a little closer. Over here!
Into the fire!
No, my
The more, the merrier. Try not to enjoy. You really know how to get me going. You're in for a little shock.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing, not a vision. You won this round, but you better watch your back. This isn't over.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson? Yes, though I try to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair, though I long to restore Guhua to its former...
They've gone for now, but they'll...
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute. But the confident demeanor of their errand boy there must be a deeper level of... He mentioned Gentry Maltai. I know this name. He has a...
That idea works.
Me? I have other things to look into.
You really have stuff to do? Are you sure you're not just using us as...
Wow. So that's how that turned out.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying. Paimon just... Fine. But from now on, he shall be known as... Guhua Geek.
go first. One more page.
Look up there! That's the Jade Chamber! This is bad. Paimon's supposed to... Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to it, let's look around.
Who goes there? Really? He didn't mention anything. The Master's dealing with some urgent business.
Urgent business?
The Master's been working on a major business deal recently. He left early this morning to meet with a VIP client.
So, when...
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to just anyone. No, I mean, yes. Yes, you are. I meant no offense. Please, believe me. I'm sorry. Master's currently in business negotiations. I beg for your mercy, please.
Well, my master has much more important... Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on his mouth.
Thank you. May your business...
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator. Is that so? Now Paimon knows not to let your wily ways get the better of her in the future. Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui. In that case, let's get ourselves over to... Seems business is booming at the Shinua kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
I understand. I do. Please do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal.
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed, but it's nothing for you to worry about.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again, we are willing to lend a certain degree of support. You may suddenly find...
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection.
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, Mr. Gentry, who knows if Gulag Geek has made any progress?
Oh wait, no.
You said you had other... When actually, all you meant was...
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just...
The course of action we must take is now clear, my liege. For reasons that there's no need for you to read the contents of the letter.
Ugh. This writing is super hard to read.
Hence why I said there's no... The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce guilds in Liyue. Why would they want to help us? Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they oversee a lot of business that goes on around. Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, they will certainly be moved to action. Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. Also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement in this.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help Chang the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither praise nor reward.
That sounds very lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can carry on reading your book, don't you?
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to receive you near Lioli Pavilion.
Hey! Princess. We come...
A letter? Oh, I see. This again. Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating.
Can he actually read this thing?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the honored guests. You must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun. Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need to. Please take a seat here in Leo Li Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments.
Yay! Tasty snacks!
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. When honored guests grace us with their... Please, this way.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out. Paimon didn't think Guhua...
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Moutsai has, it will take more than a slap on the... for him to correct the error of his ways. He must feel for him. Since Gentry Moutsai's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liyue. That will put him in a rather deprived of the necessary raw materials.
Great idea! That'll be sure, but Liyue is huge.
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, at first, there are a number of vendors in the city. There is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. Finally, there is Chang the...
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in this...
Of course. We are not expecting you...
Wow! So many more!
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. All you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun, once you have purchased all the core lapis...
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the...
Hi. You want all? That's sad. None are in writing. Don't worry about my prior client. He hadn't made any doubt. Thank you for your patron.
Good day, my friend. Oh, I thought you were here to purchase snake. No, that I still have. Although too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry. What? No, all right. I'll do clearly no shortage of cash.
Oi! Shh! All of it? Though my business, all of it would be far more than you actually want. What are you saying? If it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild...
Damn. Shit. Well, at least I get to do the fucking EDP. Oh shit.
Nice and spicy. Race you.
for a little shock. Come a little closer. What do you think, cutie? You're in for a little shock. Surrendering, Regent.
Open sesame! Oh, now I'm hungry. Let's dance. I'll protect us.
Oh shit.
Let the show begin.
do that one a little later.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. My.
What's the actual huh? What the fuck?
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Let's spark things up a little.
Ooh, what's in here? Maybe a growth serum?
Send this quickly! Put your back into this! Shouldn't get careless. Not breaking a sweat! Time to fulfill my duty.
Come a little closer.
Isn't time for a break yet. No slacking off.
Come a little closer.
Let's end this quickly.
You're in for a little shock.
waste time.
You're in for a little shock.
Let's end this quickly.
Lucky Shobi. Nice and spicy.
Let's end this quickly. I guess this is it.
Ooh, what's in here? Maybe a growth serum? Let's dance.
Yeah, I don't got my cryo right now. I've been using. Oh shit! Oh shit! I've been using Sayu. I could actually switch. Actually, you're actually right. I could actually switch that. Since Sayu's a healer, I technically don't need Barbara.
Ready when you are.
Oh, it's you. You know I'm doing main missions, right? I'm doing story missions.
Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time. there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients. Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time. Decide whether pyroslimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs.
Okay. Back to open.
Hello there. Are you in charge of the core lapis here?
Aha, finally. I thought you might come. I hear the Feiyun Commerce Guild has been buying up all the core lapis stock in Liyue Harbor. As it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that hasn't been shipped yet. It's all yours, if you name the right price. The original buyer's price was already quite high, so...
Are you serious? We spent less than 100,000 more.
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so it has to be worth my while. Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine.
All right. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll sell to this gentleman at
Wait, surely there's no need for that. Please, don't do this. It's not even your money.
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining. If he asks, all we can do is...
I understand. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an... I don't know where exactly, but... So... maybe you could... Oh, thank you very much.
That's that, then. Well, no time to lose. Come on! Make my escape.
learning to be gentle. Don't be such a brute.
Don't get frostbite.
Come a little.
Freeze!
Mission accomplished. Can I go back and see?
Dodge this!
That's it, all right. Lip hunt. Oh yeah! Make a note of the location. Race you! Right. Racing spike.
You're in for a little shock.
Another one? Yeah. Harry, quick! Make a... That guy said there were 5 cards in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks. Here, we've made a
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
done and dusted. Yeah! We make a great team, don't now for the final stop on our Corlapis
Fuck. Oh, wait, what?
Just who I was hoping to see. I was just... You wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh? What happened? Huh? Oh, I see now. But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply...
No need. We'll take it at the mark.
You mean you're not trying to... I can't believe it. I would... But gentry mount-sized thugs...
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not
Huh. Okay, but tell me, what on...
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
Thank you. Thank you a million times.
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. Anyway, let's get going, because apparently...
Oh shit! Bruh. Oh yeah. That was funny.
Welcome. The final.
You better believe it. We're the ones who've been doing all the work.
Well, natural, divine halberd, and ominous sword. The way the story develops across the first 5, how blessed we are to have such an author.
And this is related to Gentry.
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, it was rather good. Thanks.
Why does Paimon have to be the only one? So go on then, tell me. What are we doing here? And what's this big dramatic showdown thing that...
Think about it. Gentry Maltsai goes searching for Core Lapis. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. He hears a rumor that the Gentry Maltsai is so regardless of whether it...
So it was you! You...
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling Core Lapis before I realized the Feiyun Commerce Guild had been on an acquisition. Core Lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks dry up. Just...
We are not persecuting you. Was it not one of your own men who said...
You clearly don't know what's good, Master. If you please.
Come a little close. You're in for a little shock.
Pay your dues.
Let's spark things.
You can't run from debt.
Impressive. You are no...
Their strength is almost spent.
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you...
What are you saying?
Then figure it out.
Don't go. Wait.
My lord, what are you doing here?
Thanks to this valiant young man...
My lord?
You are the heir of the Feiyun...
Indeed, my liege. I am Xing Chou, disciple of the Guhua clan, and second son...
Rats!
Gentry Maltsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attribute. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to...
You meddling swine!
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, 3 times the market rate sounds...
How dare you subject me to such viciousness?
Deep breaths now. This is a simple...
Fine.
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business, and hope...
You? Funny speaking book read? So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day?
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Maltsai in his place. A classic 2 birds, 1 stone situation. You're too kind. You have...
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you Paimon Red in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like you get angry at someone, you... Paimon's toast! I'm sorry! Very sorry!
Calm down. Since you can fly...
Save me! Save me! This is not a drill! Repeat! This is not a drill!
Jokes aside, I have the 2 of you to thank for this successful... Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much obliged if you could return it to Chang the Ninth for me. I did nothing, and hence deserve none of it to have made such valiant and chivalrous...
My lord, forgive the intrusion.
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster, and earned a size... Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior...
For all your clever long words that...
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Cheng...
A reward?
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay. Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me. I will take my leave now. May we meet again, fellow merchants.
I gotta go all the way back over here. Damn.
Finally, you're back. I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Please don't say that. The Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's affairs as heir, a series of business setbacks devoured our fortune. Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its... Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains...
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this town.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing?
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clans?
Actually, the art is centuries old, and was once held in high esteem. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? You're the ones who've displayed a genuine sense... what does it matter? It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of my ore is sold, and my treasure... What?
What was that?
Oh, nothing. That little rascal...
I need one more to make a wish.
You always...
Damn it! I need one more. I like I have so many fucking wars. After this mission, do some resin there. Oh shit. Oh no! Oh my god, dude, what the fuck? Fucking almost killing myself.
Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the jade chain. Yes, this must. If that wind current was stronger, we... Huh? Why? Alright, let's Oh. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? Oh. Oh, that's right. Now that you mention it, we could... Mission accomplished. Can I go back and sleep now? Now I got stomach cramps.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. We're invited guests. No. Wait. Maybe she pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a... now Paimon...
What? We're just on guard duty. What nonsense? Seize these...
Well, here they... Boba, get them!
Cool it!
Out of the frying pan!
You're in for a...
Who goes there? Take the target alive!
Ninjutsu! Make my escape. Nice and spicy! Gotta dash!
Take this! Don't get frostbite!
Boba, get them!
Come a little closer.
Beaten! 2 arms! Take the target
You're
alive!
in for a little...
Whoa, why are you doing?
Attack!
What are you doing? What the fuck?
Surrendering.
Nice and spicy!
Dodge this! Lithic Triad! Tactical pushing lock!
Where'd it go?
Cool it!
Out of the frying pan!
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Kuching,
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to the...
We're invited guests, here to look for the
Well, as it happens, I am...
Oh!
I'm Kuching. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't it...
Wow. Paimon didn't think we...
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair. And yet, it was fixed. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene.
So this was all a misunderstanding?
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery. Even to the Qixing.
That was... Eh? Oh, right. So, Lady Yuhang, might you...
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up. I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly. How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, Traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the
favor? But wait! That's right! Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture!
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift yourself. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Well then, may we meet again, Traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person. So, what should we give to Ningguang when... Oh, right! Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person. Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But Paimon's... Let's go gather ingredients! Time...
Damn. I need 4 more. Did you hear that? It seemed like it came from... Uh-oh. It looks... Boba, get them!
This one will be frozen.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
You're open.
Come a little closer.
You're open.
That really hurt!
You're in for a little...
Thank you for your help, kind travelers.
Aw, it was nothing.
I understand. Don't say that. I only escaped this. I'm Meng Dan. a supplier for Mingxing Ju. I never expected that those treasure hoarders would have their eyes on the same ruins that I had. Is there anything that you lack? Antiques, treasure, various knickknacks, you name it.
Wait a moment. Actually,
Oh?
do you have a box that can store presents?
Of course we do. How can one sell Now just give me a moment, and I'll let the boss know.
Great! Paimon Sugar Frog.
You're in for a little shock.
Freshness preserved. Chill to the bone. Nice reduction.
Try not to enjoy.
This isn't good. How fortunate.
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. Here, this container is itself an antique.
Yep. Hang on a moment.
Sure, please help yourself.
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, It's done! The one and only...
Oh, yes. You might want to use these two freshly...
Woohoo! It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've put all that we've... Make my escape. According to Kuching, this... Excuse me,
Yes. How many would...
It's not convenient to speak...
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the chamber.
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests, but for the Yuheng. What's going on here?
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ningguang! Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift. I hope you like it.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks. It seems that I have made things difficult for you, considering that you were supposed to be my guests.
Oh no, it's nothing.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning the merchant's craft. And since becoming the Tianquan, I have spared no effort in hiring the best craftsmen to constantly extend it. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend to the Jade Chamber. But I have been in correspondence with the acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, who spoke highly of you. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait! Was Vergoldet one of your people?
Just Vergoldet? No. Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of ours. At the Guizhang Ballista, yes?
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time, were you?
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult from this altitude. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting people, after all. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more interactions with the Adepti. The reason I invited you here was to clear up some misunderstandings. I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Tevat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon. Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue, but the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there, you no doubt saw. But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
What do you think, traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered. The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. So please, this way.
Wowee! What a huge haul!
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first.
Ooh! Isn't this that legendary wall?
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that. If possible, I'd like to have your trust. But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching... You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power. Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for their rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include...
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick in...
Yay! Paimon was just... One of the sheets on that wall! Don't look at Paimon like that! One of these sheets of paper will sell for... Just imagine. How much you... Let's grab one! The biggest one! Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet... La 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 la... Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on. Sigil of permission, something, something. Aw, that doesn't sound... This piece of paper shows that a Qixing... Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief but research on the Sigil of Permission? Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out. Oh, well, should we... Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves. That's way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but... Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if...
That was it.
Come a little closer.
Time to fulfill my duty. My duty at an end.
There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And they look really mad at us, too. Boba, get them!
Detoxifying heat.
Why are you fucking...
You need to hurry up. This one's well done.
What? Let me just switch my party.
Wish me luck.
Nice and spicy. I'll put you on high heats. Let's move.
What the fuck?
Get them!
Detoxifying heat. You need to hurry up. Fuel clogged. This time. Froze. Crash. No, you're not going anywhere. Get it through. Let out. Freshness preserved. Chill to the bone. Ow. Oh no. I must collect myself. This is trouble.
Come a little closer.
Let's end this quickly. Wonders. Death.
I'll protect us.
Let's end this quickly.
Boba, get them!
Let's spark things up.
Come on out!
You're in for a little shock.
Boba, get them!
Let's end this quickly.
Into the fire!
You're in for a little...
Nice and spicy!
This isn't good.
There are so many talismans here. And some Paimon's seen this pattern. Oh, Paimon knows. But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission and being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew. And the plot thickens. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. With the last stop on our rite of parting preparation. Let's go!
Come a little closer.
Freeze!
What's in here? Maybe a growth serum?
Right on time. I myself... Did you enjoy your visit?
It was so big.
Indeed. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
She's super rich and so generous. Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's.
Oh. So you...
She said the time of the Adepti...
No, indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Keqing. Ningguang is more of a business, although she's friendly. There's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions. Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position...
The Jade Chamber is only second.
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered...
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me. No matter what they may be planning, you must be...
So, is there anything we need to get?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is.
Glaze lilies. Well, why did we... Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame...
No. Those lilies... Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. No, I need you to sing to them Si
So how good is your singing? Really? What?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Race you! Ready, I go! It's time to sing. Whenever you're ready.
Da 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 da.
What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song to Mondstadt that they don't understand Carolina? Boba, get them!
I really need a DPS character, man.
You're in for a little.
Boba, get them! Those weren't glaze lilies.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. The glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long.
Well, that's nice.
Unfortunately,
That's so...
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze?
Oh, hey! It's... What's her face?
Hello, traveler. I'm surprised you still remember my name. Ah, that reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Sure.
Nope. We found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I...
She's acting different from the first...
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace...
Oh,
No, it's quite all right. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard. Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7. The other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. She is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it...
So what do you think of this?
Huh? As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract...
Huh? Did you just say...
Yes, I am a mix of human and Qilin. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day. Well, let's save that conversation for... I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See...
We dare not
Oh, so did you sing a song?
Indeed, I did. I know...
Wow, so you really know your...
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If you would excuse me...
And that just about does it. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, so you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now.
Just want to finish this storyline. Just how long.
Let's dance. Huh? What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and...
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Park. The Millilith are watching our every move now.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the...
Do they intend to exercise?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like their attempt. However, both sides were quite obstinate.
It seems inevitable.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo Archon. If the two sides come to blows...
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to...
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are...
And what now?
That's all Ningguang. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Neither path is...
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the
Things are taking a turn. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle... Consider your next course of action.
So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse? Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants... He must be waiting for the moment. But where could we find him? Where would he go at a time like this?
God damn, he's all the way over there.
Impressive enough from the outside. This is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? In that case... Oh, so it's a trap! But even if we can't or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of... Oh, right! It's quiet. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right!
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already...
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia, the Chisinga.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from an...
As one of the 11, she will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your the time for discussion and diplomacy. Either way, we now come the battle.
Battle? So you're the type...
When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come. When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harp...
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt...
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. Fighting talk, I love it! This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Passable effort.
Make my escape.
For time. So quick to flee.
Ninjutsu! I'm about to tackle.
You've made some progress. Not bad. You've got a trick. Good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
My.
No use hiding back there.
Brace you! Booba, get them!
Raging Tide! This!
Nice and spicy!
All you do is run. Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive.
I mean, I was
But
with the grass.
that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking more Axis Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
This is going to cost you!
What the hell? I gotta fight this bitch now.
Got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? Now, hand the Gnosis over. Now, don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it! I'm about to pass. Ready, steady, go!
You're in for a little...
Shatter!
Booba, get the... Look! Child's back...
Well then, it seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis.
That's what we've been trying to tell you.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be? You already know the answer, don't you? But if that is a secret you wish to keep, this battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend, even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to...
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. In fact, it might be that the...
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the... As such,
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyon's stone fort.
A god?
Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geor Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geor. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago.
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a with the power of so many sigils of permission, using the powers of ancient gods and such, but knowing that such an action will not only force the Geor Archon to show its hand, but you as well. Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on? Exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pin in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Yep.
Oh shit, I'm actually playing. Hey.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you, one wishes to witness.
Let's move.
Get them!
Come a little closer.
Let's move. Two. Look. Miscalculated.
is Osial's divine power. I am... Be careful not to get hit.
Oh shit! Oh, thank you for telling me last second.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
This isn't good.
This man not getting... He's... Oh, okay, yeah.
To say we can't hold them, children? Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is depthal energy. That light from your body. It's like the time of Julian Carnage. Wow, it's Madam Ping's shockwave. This granny's really strong.
Come a little closer.
Disgusting. Looks like I went too far.
Nice.
You're in for a little shock.
I guess this is it.
Come a little closer.
This is it.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Ganya's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast.
What, I'm not supposed to beat those guys that fast, or what? Or we're just chilling.
Let the show begin.
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
You're in for a...
Nice and spicy.
Look at me. My duty. You're not going anywhere. Don't get cooked food. Disgusting.
Let's move.
Barrier. I'm the frying pan. Into the fire.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak. In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
This is like I went too far.
The more barrier.
Lessons shine.
Ooh. Not breaking my word.
You're in for
Don't get in the way. 2, 4. This.
Try not to enjoy the shine.
Feel some quiet.
Make my escape. Hurry. Scuba, get them.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace!
Come a little closer.
Miscalculate. The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebearers, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars.
Though your point is the very height of as Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has let—
All right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the—
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid—
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last, although I am a mere mortal.
Huh? Why does everyone...
Weren't you frightened?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guard, when danger is near, everyone thanks for protecting Liyue.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary, although their blood is weak. There is the time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since...
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't—
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead the
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, conqueror of demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once... Fair enough.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart?
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is...
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. Oh, right! It's nice the child wanted to unleash the god, so he could... But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that... Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing?
Just wanna finish this damn story, bro.
Let's ask for him at Wang
story is long as hell.
And away I go!
Is there anything I can do for you two?
We've come to see Zhongli.
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong? Last time we saw Zhongli, do you think he doesn't know about We had better go and make...
Oh my god, stop. Bro. Oh my god.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides... Oh, it seems...
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child.
It's you two. I believe... Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget...
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other.
Paimon knew that we should never...
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may... Besides, I thought we were getting nothing personal. We just... The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be... You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. Then...
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled.
Oh shit.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chio? No, wait. That's an exciting twist.
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and...
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you and splat!
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind...
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue, together with the Adepti. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form, and that the end of my time had not yet come. Until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties. Go ahead and call it a day." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my duties?
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained to not hastily depart. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and the Liyue Chising to play their roles together on the stage that was Liyue. Indeed I was. The Gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly seemed to have lost its meaning. That's right. Which is why I continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now.
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring Liyue back under control?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, So has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was even more satisfactory than I could have hoped for. Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed. Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably showed the greatest amount of restraint possible. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, but in the end, they even made efforts to understand the hearts of the people. Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the Cryo Archon to fulfill our contract. At my request, she kept everything she knew in strict confidence. This despite the eavesdropping ears of her colleague, Child. This meant I could remain as Zhongli, even having the chance to fulfill the age-old traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for joining me on this journey, Traveler. All of these things turned out as I had planned. There is only one thing that I had not anticipated, and that was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. But when all was said and done, they seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such, this is the best parting gift anyone could have given this god of old.
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me? You've practically kept me in the dark.
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. The Lord of Geo ought to thank you for your performance, if anything. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo Archon, Liyue would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Hey, haven't you learned the Liyue saying?
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zapoljarny Palace and seek an audience with Her Majesty.
Fine. I'll meet you.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told...
Realistically speaking.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, my agreement with the Cryo Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo Archon. My contract to end. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to uncover that answer for you.
Damn it.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
Well, since we're going through with this rite of parting...
So Rex Lapis is really...
Oh, come on. There's only one real possibility in my mind.
The Fatui? They certainly...
Shh! Lower your voice.
You know that god...
Yes, and to think that this... Say. Now that you mention it, that's... I mean, it all fits together. That person... Still, what's...
Ah, forget it.
Hear ye all! Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountain, gods and adepti live glorious lives. But both rumors and hearsay abound on the street, having been thwarted in his trial. Rex Lapis's soul has nor are they to believe street-born rumors, or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the cheese... So that something feels off. Why would they suddenly give up? Could the Cheesing already have known that Rex... Did Zhongli tell them in secret after his gnosis? Exactly, right? Ooh. Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing.
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens is the end of the contract. And it is also
3,700 years of contracts burnt and reduced to ash.
we, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous. But blinded by our prosperity, we forgot that time can be pitiless.
The long, unending dream of our Archon walking among us.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, we must learn to say farewell. Will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts? As we build a new age of prosperity?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking?
Traveler.
Yikes!
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far, and our reach is... Name your price.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Oh my god. I gotta do shit still for this fucking thing?
Huh. But it seemed, well, that...
Perhaps.
God, I'm just tired of this damn quest, bro. Just wanted it to be over.
Roping you in.
Oh yeah. Just tired of this damn thing.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this! Everyone and here you are looking...
Why, right. If the two of you...
Ha! That sounds like big...
You're right. I do like the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role as an
Oh, no wonder! Paimon gets it now. You didn't look at the price tags, but since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to, you had to...
Well, we were only spending Fatui money in the City of Commerce. We do not merely... The Archon Morax could never experience life as the true mortal Zhongli could. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli, traveling the streets of Liyue with you. That is true. But there is no...
Paimon thinks that we should make a move and continue...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, She too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control. But if a person shows true strength of will at a this is what visions are.
Uh-huh. That's how people...
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders.
They want to seize visions, but...
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely
Whoa!
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could... The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of, when 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation.
I finished. God damn, that shit was long. Oy. I'm done with this. Oy. Hey, can we go? Right.